Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back. This is Troy D from the Troy D 24/7 Mall. On point reviews all day, every day. We're back with another comparison video, and I know comparisons are basically one of the most famous videos in my entire channel. We have an entire playlist of comparisons, and those are really viewed because it's a fact that, there are gonna be redundant perfumes or very similar perfumes, and I'm going to talk about my experience while I have these with me. I know I loaned out, you guys know that I loaned out Spicebomb Extreme from Jeremy, but I do have the other two, so I said, let's just talk about these three perfumes all together. Okay, so this is none other than number one, Initio Rehab, the OG Viktor and Rolf Spicebomb, and you have the more famous, in my opinion, Viktor and Rolf Spicebomb Extreme. So we're going to talk about these three fragrances, what I think are the differences, what are the similarities, and what would I pick? How would I rank these three? Okay, so without further ado, let's talk about it right now. Let's hit the music. Okay guys, welcome back. So really quick background, Spicebomb I've owned since 2012. This is the batch code right here. I bought it out of complete hype when I was a younger man. When I hear spice, I'm like, oh, spice means sexy to me at that time. And of course you have the grenade looking very unique bottle at that time. That was a totally different one compared to the polos and the cool waters and stuff like that. Okay, Spicebomb Extreme, very popular in frag com, and so is Initio, but this one right here I was able to get on a trade. I really didn't want to pay money for it because I heard about the comparisons. Okay, but I was able to get it on a trade, so thank you to the guy that traded to me. I think it's Ron, I'm not really sure, but I did a trade. I think it was I traded Side Effect for this one. Okay, so Rehab, guys, first and foremost, Rehab right here. The first time I sprayed this, okay, when I sprayed it, automatically, really in my head, I was like, this one smells like freaking Spicebomb. I'm talking about just initially, like without even really thinking. It's just once I sprayed it, and for a lot of you guys, maybe you'll be like, oh my god, it smells so familiar, because there is really that Spicebomb smell in Initio Rehab. But then I was in Texas, I didn't have my Spicebomb with me, so I really could not, like completely verify that. But in my head, I was like, oh my god, this is really Spicebomb. Okay, let's do a quick spray of Rehab and Spicebomb on each arm. Okay guys, so actually I am wearing Spicebomb right now, like on my neck, right? But I sprayed Rehab and Spicebomb on each of my wrists, and I will tell you that there is a huge similarity in terms of the bergamot in here, as well as the tobacco, which is basically, all three have tobacco, and that's really the one, that sweet tobacco, that when it hits your nose, it will really kind of remind you of these. And when the tobacco is binding with the bergamot, you really smell that Spicebomb. It is really out there. But the real quick difference is when it comes to Rehab, guys, Rehab has lavender. Okay, Rehab has lavender. And so when people actually say, oh, Rehab is something that I can really wear in the summer, it's like more uplifting, more bright, all that stuff, well, that's because of the lavender. When the lavender in Rehab is much more uplifting and pronounced, but when it comes to that bergamot tobacco combo, they're quite similar. Okay, the Spicebomb right here does not curve uplifting. It does not curve upward. Okay, it does not. Let me just tell you that this Spicebomb, is for, in my opinion, non-uplifting scenarios, probably sexy, manly, maybe even nighttime, but it's still wearable in the daytime. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm wearing this today and I don't see anything wrong with this. I think that this is okay. I'm just saying that it doesn't have that uplifting push of lavender. Rehab does. So if it was right now, spring, summer, without a doubt, I would wear Rehab more than this. Also, when it comes to strength and concentration, this one is definitely more powerful. Well, I mean, it's not fair. This is an EDT. This guy's an EDT. This one is not. But this is just more powerful. But again, as for if we're talking about the tobacco, if we're talking about that and the bergamot together, they're pretty much similar, other than the lavender. Now, the other major curve difference between Rehab and Spicebomb is that Rehab has more vanilla. So this one is sweeter, without a doubt sweeter, and continues the vibe of the lavender, uplifting and then more sweet than the Spicebomb. Now, Spicebomb is also great, but it's more on cinnamon, and cinnamon might it might be sweet, but it's not vanilla sweet. You know what I'm saying, guys? A vanilla sweet is much different. Cinnamon has spicy sweet, which is totally different, but again, very likable. So if you like a cinnamony curve into the classic scent of these guys, then definitely get Spicebomb. And like I said, I mean, it's more manly. I would say manly, more nighttime, or more semi-formal occasions. I really don't see Rehab in semi-formal, to be honest. Like, Rehab to me is cool guy grabber, that kind of guy, fun, exciting, going out, having fun. Like, that's what Rehab is to me. And then Spicebomb is semi-formal, maybe even date scenario. This is for picking up chicks. This one's for the date. You know what I'm saying? But those are kind of like the differences. Cinnamon versus vanilla. Vanilla here, cinnamon here. Okay? Now, let's not forget Spicebomb Extreme. Okay? Spicebomb Extreme, which I recently reviewed, this one has the vanilla. So this one doesn't have vanilla. This one has vanilla. So this is also sweet. And this one also has cumin, so that would be the differentiating factor. Some guys like it. I know somebody commented on one of my videos, on my video on Spicebomb Extreme, saying that the cumin turned him off, but that's just that's just the nature of this perfume right here. And the most interesting part is that this one has both vanilla and cinnamon. Okay, this one has both vanilla and cinnamon. So in terms of strength, Spicebomb Extreme matches up more with Rehab over here, because it does have both vanilla and cinnamon. So it has the uplifting qualities of the uplifting sweet qualities of vanilla, and then it also has sort of like that spicy, not so uplifting sweet scent of cinnamon. Okay, so but in terms of, if I match these two, are they so similar? This one only, I would say, mostly when it dries down. Okay, mostly when it dries down, or like maybe near dry down, this one starts smelling like these two, sort of. But this one again continues a sweet uplifting trend. Okay, this one is definitely for fall winter. Okay, because of the notes that it has. It's more for fall winter. I already discussed that on the video. So I mean, but in terms of power, these two are both pretty damn powerful. Now, dry down wise, guys, all three have their own thing. Okay, Rehab is more vanilla musk, sandalwood, again sweeter. Spicebomb Extreme goes into like a bourbon, kind of like a bourbon tobacco combination. Once you smell this, like you can really smell kind of like a very fall-ish fragrance with the bourbon. And the regular Spicebomb has like this white leather accord, but it's mostly still vetiver. You still got the tobacco, but it's like vetiver, tobacco, and a little bit of that leather. I don't know what that white leather accord is, but it's definitely not sweet compared to Rehab. Now, do I like all three? All three are winners. I wish I had all three, because, well, this is not mine, but Jeremy was like, Troy, you want a decant? Go ahead. Thank you, by the way. Now, I'll talk about it, how I perceive the usages of all three. First and foremost, Rehab here for me is for the fun guy. Definitely fun guy. I mean, I would consider myself a fun guy. I have a set of grabbers. Rehab is definitely one of them, and because I'm a very fun, outgoing type of guy, I love doing fun stuff. So definitely Rehab is the more fun out of them. Okay, now Spicebomb, to me, this one is semi-formal, or gatherings, or I have to be at a family gathering, for example, and I want to smell good, or it's a social gathering. I might wear Spicebomb more than this, depending on who I'm meeting. If I'm meeting friends that I'm comfortable with, that I can share a lot of laughs with, I'll wear Rehab. But if I'm meeting some people and maybe 70% are strangers, they're new, definitely Spicebomb is something that I would wear for those occasions. Now, Spicebomb Extreme, okay, this one again is for cold weather, warm, cozy. I mean, that's nowhere near now, but later on, colder weather, also seductive. Probably, if I was single, I would wear that to the club, but it would be a toss-up really between these two, depending on the weather or where I'm doing it. I mean, if I was in a club where you had to dance a lot, and I would probably still wear this, because sweet is good, it's still powerful, tobacco is very good here. But if it came to like maybe as I've said before, like a hotel Gansevoort outdoor situation where it's kind of cold, here, what are the hotels out here with the nice balconies? I forgot already. Hollywood Hotel. But I mean, if it was something like that, balcony scenario, fall, winter, I mean, without a doubt, I would have worn Spicebomb Extreme. Okay, but all three are good. All three are good. I mean, if you guys want this kind of combo, if you guys like, cinnamon, vanilla, tobacco, that kind of combo, I mean, would it be nice owning all three? I think yes, because they're all pretty different. Okay, big question too is, if I didn't have any money for this one, would I be okay with this one? Yeah, I would. Okay, like I wouldn't really be searching for it. But the problem is, guys, once you try this, once you get a decant of this, things might change. So that's what happened to me. So I took a risk and I traded something out for this one. I didn't care. But when I smelled it, and I smelled the sweeter, more uplifting, the lavender, I said, damn. I ended up liking this more than this. You know what I'm saying? But ignorance is bliss. If I didn't know, yeah, it's fine. This is fine. Spicebomb is fine. But if you try it, you might end up choosing this over this. Okay? So that's it. That's my very, very easy comparison of these three. These three amazing scents. I want to thank Jeremy for loaning me out Spicebomb Extreme. There's a separate video on that. Rehab, I might make a separate video on, but I mean, it's pretty simple, and it's unavoidable. When we bring up Rehab, people are gonna say Spicebomb, right? So I had to bring it up today. Spicebomb and Rehab. Okay, so I hope you guys like this video. If you guys own any of these three and you want to comment below on your opinions, what you think, which you like better, make sure you comment below. I love your comments. Thank you again, guys. Make sure you comment. Let me know which one you like out of the three. If you have three, or if you think Spicebomb is better or whatever, let me know on the comments, and make sure you like and subscribe on this video. Okay, so I'll see you guys on the next comparison video. Make sure you check out the playlist of all our comparisons. I got a bunch there. We'll continue. Maybe next time I'll do OFG versus Widian. We'll see. Okay, so until then, talk to you guys soon.